Obviously, it's disappointing. Personally, I just hate losing. I know there's a lot of guys in that locker room that do too as well, and it's disappointing. We put so much work in. I think about this off season. I think about all the work that guys put in together, all the straining, all the belief, all the early mornings and everything in the off season. Then you come back together and you're looking forward to something great, and OTAs and all that. Then you go away for a little bit in the summertime. You come back for training camp, and a lot of the blood, sweat, and tears go into training camp, and you do everything you can, and then you begin the season with very, very high hopes and everything else, and you battle. And some of our great players went down and everything else, and they were still great leaders. And then you have guys step up into certain roles and play great. I think about this season. I think about guys like Shaq Griffin. I think about him stepping in and making great plays. I think about Deion Jordan, and I think about what he did to get back on the football field again, just to play again. I think about all the things that he was fighting to do to be able to play football again, the great player that he was, and that came back to be this year. And then think about guys like Shed and guys stepping up. I think about guys like Mike Davis stepping into a role that he didn't know he was going to be in, but played great in it. And getting guys like Dwayne Brown on our football team that were great leaders and great people and great professionals. Think about guys like Jimmy Graham and the plays that he's made all year and the exciting plays that he's made in the end zone, and Doug Baldwin making some great catches like tonight. I think about Paul Richardson's season and all the times that we, this offseason, got to throw together and work together and train together, and Tyler Lockett fighting back from injury and all the things that he did. I think about Cliff Averill and the man that he is and the family that he has, and just the things that he's had to battle through in the past few months. And guys like Cam Chancellor and people like that, and Richard Sherman, a person a guy like Richard, who's one of the greatest football players to ever step on a football field. So those are the things I think about right now. I think about those guys. I think about the things that we've done and have tried to do together and have tried to overcome. And unfortunately, we didn't get to the playoffs and do the things that we wanted to do and set out to do. But I know the group of men that we have and the people that we have on this team, and I have the greatest job in the world because I get to do it with those guys in the locker room, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that I get to play in the city. I'm grateful for that. I get to do the job that I love more than anything else, and like I said, I always lay it on the line for you guys, and I'm just grateful for just the players and the teammates and the people that I get to be around.
Russell, you've never not made the playoffs.
Yeah.
What's different? What was the missing piece on this team that the other teams had?
Well, I think we had all the pieces, honestly. I think that we had all the pieces at the beginning of the year and everything else. I thought this was going to be our best team, actually. And then, we had a lot of significant injuries. I mean, guys like Richard Sherman getting injured, guys like Cam Chancellor, Cliff Averill, other guys battling through, guys like Bobby Wagner, a guy who, in my opinion, should be Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know anybody else who could play as good as he's played, who battled through a hamstring and just kept playing and did things that you don't want to blink because you don't want to miss anything. I think about guys having to step into roles and everything else. But there's still no excuse. There's still no excuse for in my opinion, for losing, because I believe that we got a lot of winners, and I believe that we prepare that way. We had a chance to win tonight, and unfortunately we didn't. We had a chance to win a few other games this year, and unfortunately we didn't. But it's part of the journey, You, as I sit here and think about this year, it's been a great year. I think about my 2017 and just having a new baby and just having baby Sienna, and I think about I just think about this year just in general and of life and all the hard work that I put into it and everything else. I got no regrets in that, and because you laid it on the line every day, and so that's. I know that I can lay my head down at night and just know that I've been able to play with a great group of guys, and enjoy going to work every day, because I know there's a lot of people that don't get to do that, and it's been great.
When Doug Baldwin talks about having the talent on this team, yet not being able to execute to where you needed to, where did that happen?
Well, I think that it's not easy. It's not easy to be great. You have to do all the little things perfectly right, and just let them add up. And I think that, I think a couple times here and there throughout the season we've missed the mark for whatever reason. There's so much into it, but I think that we've also overcome a lot. And I think that we've also shown the heart and the testament of who we are as players and as people. And just to be able to, continue to fight. And we knew tonight was going to be a tough game. We knew it was going to be a tough battle. They got a lot of great players on that side of the ball, and defense, and then offense too as well. And we had to find a way to overcome it, and we did. And then unfortunately, we didn't get to win it. But I think that's just kind of been a part of our season, and you embrace the journey and you learn from it.
What do you think changed in the second half of the offense?
Well, I think we really clicked. I think the biggest thing is we just stayed on schedule. I mean, it's really, like I've been saying all year, I mean, when you're playing in the National Football League and it's third and super long, it's really hard. It's really, really tough. I mean, it's just the odds of you getting first downs and everything else, it makes it tough. So I think that's the first thing we did. We stayed on schedule, and then we made some great plays. I think, guys, Doug Baldwin, cutting across the field, Doug Baldwin making that play down the field too as well, and in the right corner of the end zone, laying out for that touchdown and making that play. And I thought Mike Davis ran it well, and we made some cool plays there in the second half. And we kept battling. I thought the defense continued to battle. We battled as a team together, and we had a chance to win it. And so it's just part of it.
What was so special about that second touchdown to Doug? Just your throw and his catch in such tight coverage.
Well, it was going against one of the best corners in the league. Patrick Peterson and Doug did a great job of stacking them and trying to make a play, and just just like all the other times I told Doug on the sideline, I was like, man, all the hard 6 years and practice and everything else, and all that hard work that you put into it, it showed up right there. And just we got a great chemistry together. He's special. He's really, really special. There's nobody like him, and so he made a great catch, and just tried to give him a chance, and he made a great play.
You touched on it, but just all the adversity that you guys have went through with the injuries, what are some of the positives you can take away as far as how the players were able to step up in place of some of the guys like Sherman Keon?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of positives, obviously, in the sense of guys stepping in and stepping into roles that they didn't even probably think they were going to be into right away. Like I said, the guys like Shaq Griffin, I think guys like Mike Davis, and there's so many people. Posick stepping in. Unfortunately, he got hurt tonight, but just so many guys having to step in and make plays. I think about the guys overcoming significant injuries this year too, as well. Like I said, Deion Jordan, Tyler Lockett, and Shed, and just there's a lot there that you can take home. And we hate the fact that we had to take it home. I think that's the disappointing part. So, it's, you don't get everything you want all the time. You just have to learn from it and grow from it. And I'm grateful that, like I said, I get to be around these guys every day.
You end up leading the NFL in touchdowns. Is that something special to you right now? Is it just kind of about the...
No, that didn't mean anything to me. I mean, I think obviously it's a testament to a lot of the guys making a lot of great plays in terms of guys catching the ball and making great plays all year. But the only thing I care about is winning. And that's just in my blood. I just want to win, and that's the only thing that really. You work every day. You wake up early in the mornings, all off season, all during season, and everything else, to win. To win the whole thing, and unfortunately, we weren't able to do that.
Anything else? Thanks, Ross.
Thank you, guys. Go Hawks. Happy New Year.